What's going on, everyone? So this is a video on how to do a 3D pop-out effect on Photoshop, and then after this I'm going to take you guys into Lightroom and show you guys how I edited this photo specifically and all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so starting off, once you have your photo in Photoshop, you want to go into the layers over here, this area, and then you want to hit the little lock icon to make it unlock, to make it its own layer, just so that way you could have full availability to whatever you need to do to the photo. And it is a little dark, so what I did that first before anything else, I came up here into the adjustments layer or section area and went into exposure, and then I brought up a slight amount just to make sure I could see everything I'm working with. So I brought up I think like about right there, I brought it up to about 1.75 around that area. It's at 1.74, but whatever. And I did that because I just wanted to make sure I could see everything, because it was a little dark when I shot it. But let's just go ahead and get our other photo, which is, where's it at? Where is she at? Baby, there you are. Alright, bring that in. And then once it opens up, just hit OK, because I have it as shot as raw, so that way I could work with all the colors. And so I'm just gonna hit enter to make it just right when you bring it, it should just fill the whole screen. If not, fix it so that way it fills the whole canvas. And then after that, just bring it down to the very bottom. What you need to do next is resaturize. Is that? Yeah, resaturize this layer. So you want to right click on that and then resaturize it. Alright, so after you resaturize that layer, go ahead and zoom in a little bit onto the phone and then hit P on the keyboard or for the pen tool. Or you could come over here, click it over here. You have different options, but just keep on the normal pen tool. Then you go on every corner of the screen itself, like so. And then after that, you want to just double click, or not double click, right click in the center of the pen tool, hit make selection, and then I have my feather radius as 10. It's just a safe number that I like to keep it at, and then just hit OK. And then what you want to do is come up to select and then inverse, so that way when you go make a mask layer, it's just going to delete the inside of the screen. So when you come down here, that's what we're doing next, is the mask layer. Hit the mask layer button, and it'll cut out the inside of the screen, and that's what you want. So that way you can see it's all focused on the phone now, the black screen's gone, and all that good stuff. And what you want to do next is just take the, okay, don't know why I did that. Anyways, so what you want to do next after that is come to the lasso tool and then bring it out and hit the polygonal lasso tool. Then after you select that tool, you kind of just go from where the lines are on the street and just bring it out a tiny bit, just like so. And then make that like that. Then bring it back in to about right there and just cut it across, make a little selection, and hit delete on the keyboard, and it should bring it out like so and make it more focused. And then you hit Control D to deselect it, and then kind of there you have it. And then what I did after that, I just like recentered everything, make it more centered, so that way the street is more like lined up perfectly, if that makes sense. So I have to use the polygonal tool and just delete and make it in the mask layer. And always make sure you have the mask layer selected when you're deleting stuff, just because if you mess up, it's easier to go back and you're not ruining the image itself, and it's just easier in case you do mess up fully and you want to restart. After you got that selected, I just went back to my exposure, made it a little bit brighter and stuff like that, try to get it perfect to where I can mess with it a little bit more and see what I can do and make it different. But that looks pretty good to me. This is kind of like a sped up version of how I did it. I definitely took more time on it to make it better from my post and all that, but this is just a little example on how to do it. And so what you want to do after that is just take it into Photoshop. You hit File, I do Save As, and then I just put it in the folder where I save all my other folders. Like wherever you save it, just put it wherever you want to save it. And I'm just going to name it 3D Pop Out, just so I know what it is. And then it's okay to have it as PSD. I didn't know that until I brought it into Lightroom, and it worked just fine. Just hit save, okay, and then whatever, all that good stuff. And then after it saves, you want to come down into Lightroom and then go to import. Go back to the photo wherever it's saved at, bring it in. I have a lot of folders, so there we go. Yeah, there we go. Then after you have it selected, which is this one right here, come in to import it into Lightroom. Alright, so after you got it all into Lightroom and all that and into develop mode, I have a preset I threw on it, and after that I edited it and just worked with it and just tweaked it a little bit and all that good stuff. So I actually used a preset I have called the Bay, which I made recently. And if you guys want that, I do have that preset up on my website. Link is in the description for you guys to check that out. And that's not it, but it's loading. There we go. So when I do that first, I brought down the white clipping or the whites, bring that all the way down because obviously it looks like kind of trash, and then take the exposure. It's at 0.35 right now, but I'm going to bring that down because it is a little too bright. So bring it down a little bit right there to about 0.5. And then with contrast, I kept it pretty high. Obviously, I'm going to show you guys on what it looks like if it's not, but the higher it is, to me, if it's like 100 is too high, but like I did like 75. 75 is like perfect for me for this photo. And then I brought down highlights a little bit to like about 55, something like that, 55, 56, let's see. Something like that, so it's at 58. And then shadows, I kept up about 38 to 40, somewhere around that range. But I'm gonna mess with this a little bit, about right there looks pretty good. So about 42. And with blacks, I'm gonna bring that down a tiny bit because I do want it to be a bit more darker. And that is, and the box at -12, and the dehaze and clarity is at 38. Well, the dehaze is at 12, clarity is at 38. The vibrance is up a tiny bit, desaturated a little bit. And then with the tone curve, you can just mess with it how you like. I liked it about kind of where it was, but I'm gonna bring it down a little bit and bring the highlights down as well. And then like right there looks pretty good to me. And then obviously desaturate some stuff like the oranges and bring up the luminance and all that good stuff. And then let's see, then with the highlights, I kept it kind of like mediocre, kind of how like my colors, my theme is more like, I don't know, I keep my theme kind of like colorful, but at the same time like not so colorful, if that makes sense. Yeah, I kind of liked it where it was already. And then down here and the calibration, I just like tweaked it a little bit, desaturated a little bit in the blues, more saturated in the greens and the reds. And then with the shadows, I brought it down towards the green tints and all that good stuff. It looks pretty good like that already, but obviously you're gonna want to tweak it around up here and all that good stuff. But that's pretty much all I did. It wasn't too bad, too hard or anything. It just took a tiny bit of time and getting it right and everything. Obviously this is a sped up version of what I did, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah guys, that's pretty much on how to do the 3D pop out effect. I know I didn't really give a great tutorial on how to do it, but it's just a way that I did it and the simplest way to me. So obviously people have their own different ways on how they do it and all that good stuff, but that's one of the easiest ways I know how to do it. Anyways, if you guys did want to get the preset I used for that photo, it's in my website like I said before. That's in the description. Same with my Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat if you guys want to follow me and add me on those. And also, be sure to leave a like if you guys like this video, and comment down below if you guys are having any issues or like want to know any more tips or just give me some feedback and all that good stuff. And also subscribe if you guys are new. I want to start doing more tutorials on my channel for like photos I've done and want to do and all that stuff. And also like just vlogs and just my daily life on the weekends and stuff like that. So I want to try to come out with 2 videos a week. Gonna try to start doing that more often. But yeah, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And hopefully this helped you guys out. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
I'ma do what feels natural, I don't even need a fake. Wake up in the morning, that's the reason I will celebrate. You just need to keep it chill mode, set goals, make friends, live life, that's how I roll. Just a Johns Creek kid, but I moved to Atlanta, where I feel a little smaller, but I always do believe you can feel what you can't see. I hope it resonates, my dream bigger than an Empire State. I mean the entire state from a little apartment. The hardest part is always finishing what you started, yeah. I never wanna be stressed, the universe is always on your side in the long run.